And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to race number 12 of Season 7 of the NNSCRA Oreo Truck Series. We're getting ready here today for the running of the New Zealand 200. Today we are here in New Zealand, just off the coast of Australia, as we are getting ready here for yet another road course race, with the All-Star race looming ever closer. This is going to be a wild one, no doubt. The racetrack itself is called Pukekohe, and it's a Maori word which means hill of the Koe, which are a native tribe, I believe is native tribe of New Zealand. And they've put together an unbelievable road course here, right in the middle of this particular city, and absolutely incredible racing is going to be coming out, I can assure you, because I saw these drivers out there in testing. I even hopped into a car myself and went around this racetrack, and this is one of the toughest road courses I have ever seen. I thought Thornton was hard, but this one, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a very difficult track for these drivers to try and conquer here today. 22 laps of racing await us here in the New Zealand 200, and on the pole position, I believe his first pole of the season is going to be Alex DeMarco in the 13. Now, DeMarco's been flirting outside the top 10, not really been able to make his way in, but with a good qualifying run here today, we may see him get himself up inside the top 10 in points. Alongside of him, James Silverfox, who is obviously the one that's having the toughest luck of the Turner Scott Motorsports machines. He is currently 42nd in the standings, looking for a good run here today in that number 4 machine. Looks like William Duncan is going to line up in the 3rd position. Duncan comes into this race 37th in points, certainly a far cry from where he was at the beginning of the season. And I can't tell who it is lining up in the... Well, I'm actually just going to jump to it and find out. Oh, it's Dylan Poteet running the, I think that's his Great Clips car? Can we get a look? Yep, it's the Great Clips car. I couldn't tell. It was behind his teammate. And he's going to roll off from the 4th position. Poteet comes into this race currently in the 21st position. He's starting to make his way up through the standings, and we'll see what he can do here today as the two Turner Scott cars can start one behind the other. We'll see if they can maybe work together. However, working together at a road course usually is not able to happen, but anyway, we'll take a look and see what's going to happen during the course of this race. Gene Sanford comes in as the current points leader, 3 points over Tanner Sullivan. Those two not only in a battle for the points lead overall, but for the rookie points lead as well. Kyle Corbett is 11 points back. He's 3rd in standings. Two-time winner Jacob Lawler, he is 21 points back, 4th in standings. That's Deanna Shelton completing the top 5 in the points. The rest of the top 10 in points are Kyle Thomas, Levi McIntyre, his teammate Sean Galligan, Zach Campbell, and Chris Washer. Galligan, of course, moving up inside the top 10 after his win last week at Derek Motordome. So, it's time to get these trucks rolling off. They're going to complete the pace lap, and while they do that, we're going to show you the starting lineup for today's event. And while we're doing that, we're going to show you a couple of drivers that may end up being ones to watch today. One of them, I would say, would be this guy. He may be starting at the back of the pack, but at road courses, we see a lot of pit strategy happen. Levi McIntyre. We were at the Thornton racetrack. Levi McIntyre picked up his first win of his career. Love this camera angle here. This is going to be the trouble spot right here, by the way, these turns. But McIntyre ended up conquering Thornton. This is another road course, as I said, is going to be very difficult for these drivers. We'll see if maybe he's going to be able to conquer yet another very difficult road course, and maybe join Jacob Lawler as a 2-time winner here this season. One driver who has really been on a roll as of late, and it was right after he picked up the win at Infineon, is Andreas Allen. Andreas Allen ended up following up his win at Infineon with a good run last week at Derek Motordome. And he has worked his way now up to 18th in the current standings. This is a guy you may want to watch out for here today as well, because if he can win at Infineon, he's obviously got a good repertoire at these road courses. Another driver that is suddenly making his presence felt up near the top of the standings is the number 30 of James McLeod, finished runner-up to Sean Galligan last week at Derek Motordome. He is currently 15th in the current standings, and he could end up being up inside the top 10 by the time we reach the All-Star race weekend. Set up to the front now. as we are getting ready to put them under green. Pace truck has already peeled off onto pit road. Drivers coming down here to the start-finish line. Green flag is out. We're underway in the New Zealand 200. This is not exactly a very long road course, but it's a tricky road course. As we look at our nice little digger cam there of them heading through the S's. DeMarco with the lead. Silver Fox back in second. Poteet in third. DeFelu now in fourth, and Duncan in fifth. Oh, looks like Jimmy Bly had some trouble, and there's a car upside down back there. Somebody in trouble, and that looks like that could be the Zach Campbell car, the 24, as cars are scattering to get through. Sam McMillan's got some damage. Also some damage to, I believe that is the Tanner Sullivan car. There's just Deanna Shelton back here. Campbell is on pit road. Tang's on pit road. And here's a battle for the lead. James Silverfox trying to get to the inside of Alex DeMarco as they're coming down in towards the final corners. Whoa! Sliding through that corner goes Silverfox, trying to get the run on the Geico Toyota Tundra. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it, though. DeMarco is going to lead us under our first caution. There's all these other drivers way back here that got held up behind that incident, which looks like the two drivers who took the biggest hits from it are Jackie Tang and Zach Campbell. There's the points leader, Jean Sanford, 24th place where she is. She's got some rear end damage right now, actually. And there was the trouble spot. Those drivers going through. Looks like they're able to get through it here as they go slowly enough. So Alex DeMarco is the leader under the caution. Let's see what happened. Looked like it happened about mid-pack. Well, this was actually closer up to the front than I expected. Zach Campbell had started this race in the 8th position. He's going to get off track here, and there's no grip to be able to make the turn. He's actually going to get a little bit of the gravel there as well. And I think he really should have backed out of the throttle a little bit more, but his car going to slide around on him. Same for Jackie Tang. And hard into the tire barrier goes the 24, and the 98 just runs straight into the 24. Both of them run the same line, and neither one slowed down. Look at Tanner Sullivan giving a wide berth through this corner here. Matthew Daly going to do the same. Tanner actually, boy, he may have gotten a piece of the 98. I don't know for certain. It's not what he wanted to have happen early on, I can tell you, Tanner Sullivan, because he's second in the points, only 3 points behind Gene Sanford. And we know Sanford, I think, was able to get through all that. Yeah, here's all this up ahead. Yeah, Sanford got run into the back of by her teammate Sam McMillan. Charles Jackson into the back of McMillan's 33. And then everybody just trying to continue on. Now, Deanna Shelton was actually way behind everybody because she was still caught in the grass, was not able to get to the racing surface, so she actually fell behind everybody, but she did not get involved in that incident in any way. So the caution flag is out. Let's jump back now for the restart. Or maybe pit stops. And yes, indeed, they are going to come down pit road here. On lap 2 of 22, DeMarco and Silver Fox are coming down. Everybody else, though, looks like they're going to stay out. So the drivers 1 and 2 on track are the only two electing to come down pit road here this early on. There's Campbell's car. Man, that DuPont Chevy Silverado is crunched. Same for Jackie Tang. DeMarco and Silver Fox not going to have to really worry about anybody getting into them or anything. And now they got to wait for the entire field to go by, as it looks like it was a gas and go for them. Everybody else, nobody else coming down pit road, which rather surprises me. Oh, here comes one driver down pit road. Kyle Matthews, the 62, will make a pit stop here. And one thing about this racetrack, too, this is a pit road where you'll see drivers pitting on the left and right side of pit road. There you see pit boxes over there on the right side of pit road as well. So when they all come down pit road, it'll be a very hectic pit road, I can assure you. Kyle Matthews, our Talladega race winner, he's done with his pit service. Looks like nobody else decided to come down pit road as we're getting ready to go back to green on lap 4 of 22. William Duncan is now the leader. Dylan Poteet will be second. Jamie DeFelu third. Austin LaPlante fourth. Danny Wells in fifth. Eric Burton will restart in sixth. Seventh place Trent Dunham. Jimmy Bly is in eighth. Ninth is Bob Jones. And 10th place will be Kyle Thomas. Let's go a little bit further back real quick. Jacob Lawler is in 11th. 12th place Andreas Allen. Sean Galligan, our winner last week, is 13th. Chris Dollerton runs in 14th. At 15th place is Cody Lamas. The rest of the top 20 are Dylan Young, Jake Cole, Jake Rogers, Luis Hernandez, and Harrison Langford. So the pace truck will peel off in just a moment here as we're getting close to the entrance of pit road. William Duncan will get us underway. We'll see what these drivers do on a single file restart now. Kind of expected chaos to break out in a double file start to the race. But now with a little bit of leeway between themselves and each other, they may do okay. Jacob Lawler, Bob Jones, a couple of Joe Gibbs cars deciding to come down and pit here, and maybe not bad strategy. If trouble breaks out, they can get out onto the racetrack ahead of the leader, stay on the lead lap, and not get involved in any caution that might happen. Green flag out, though. Green flag does not fly until they immediately hit the start-finish line. They don't get any start-off just before the start-finish line. Here comes Jamie DeFalu to the inside of Dylan Poteet. That's for second. All going on behind William Duncan in the 21. Poteet slides through that corner. He makes it through cleanly, though. Oh, Austin LaPlante off track, but he's going to keep it together. Same for Eric Burton. Same for Trent Dunham. Is everybody else good? Looks like it. Still clean and green, but we got to be careful back here. Dylan Young, Austin LaPlante, these guys all ended up getting off track, but they kept it together. And this could be some crazy stuff going on back in this pack with Levi McIntyre, Brad Smith back here, Eric Burton. Oh, more cars off track. Andreas Allen and Chris Dollerton just got off track. But it appears we are still green flag racing. Danny Wells was able to get around both Jamie DeFalu and Dylan Poteet. That was for second, and now the caution flag is waving. Who's the caution out for? Is the question. I don't really see any reason for a yellow flag. Why did they throw a caution? I think these drivers are drivers who came down pit road. Nobody really appears to have damage. There's Matthew Daly. I don't know, maybe it was him? Harrison Langford's off the pace. I don't really know why they threw the yellow. We're going to find out, though. So we'll jump back, take a little replay. William Duncan is the current leader. Well, we did indeed find the incident. Tanner Sullivan had just made a pit stop with the rest of his Joe Gibbs Racing teammates, Bob Jones and Jacob Lawler. And the driver who comes in second in points going to encounter problems here early on. He's going to get off track. Same thing that happened to Zach Campbell and Jackie Tang. Now watch the hit the 18 car is going to take into the tire barrier here. There's just no way he can control that car once it's out from under him, and hard into the tire barrier for that machine. That's a tough break. Second in points we're looking at right there. Was not only battling for the points lead overall, but for the rookie points lead. So this is going to give Gene Sanford maybe a little bit of a cushion to work with. But Tanner Sullivan, tough break for him. He had just made a pit stop too and overdrove that corner. That could have been the new tires they put on the car. Don't know. But he is the reason that the caution did come out for the second time today here at New Zealand. Let's see if we have any takers coming down pit road here on lap number 5 of 22. Some drivers ended up pitting back with Jacob Lawler and Bob Jones that we didn't document. Deanna Shelton was one of them. So too was Haruhi Tashimi, Harrison Langford. And it looks like all the leaders are going to come down pit road this time. Duncan's coming, Danny Wells, Jamie DeFalu, Dylan Poteet. Now you'll get to see the double pit road in action. So I'm not certain who's going to be in which pit stall, on which side. Oh, contact back there. Jake Rogers, Andreas Allen. Allen's facing the wrong way. Oh, she just got hit by Silver Fox, I think it was. Oh, LaPlante just hit Dylan Young. Eric Burton just hit LaPlante, and they're piling up back there. Can we get back there? They've settled it out now, but oh my goodness. Coming off pit road, I believe Danny Wells got out first, then Poteet, then Jimmy Bly. Where's William Duncan, though? Wait, did he come out way ahead of these guys? Oh, there he is. Duncan got out way ahead of everybody else. And he's up in the 8th position right now. Kyle Thomas is the current leader. As we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing, let's document the drivers that are out of the race currently, and they are as follows. Tanner Sullivan, Zach Campbell, and Jackie Tang. I don't know how bad the damage was on the 4 car of Silver Fox. Let's jump back and find him. Oh, looks like he's gone behind the wall now. That's a tough break for Silver Fox. He just ended up getting involved in a pit road incident there. But after the pit stops and everything, the leader is going to be Kyle Thomas. Sanford in 2nd. 3rd, McIntyre. 4th is now Brad Smith with Prunes Littlejohn in 5th. 6th is Jacob Lawler. 7th, Joshua Michaels. 8th is Leah Walker. 9th place will be William Duncan, and Bob Jones will complete the top 10. So Gene Sanford, right now, everything's going her way. as she's got, oh, wait a minute. They're coming to pit road. Thomas, Sanford, McIntyre, they're all coming to pit road. So wait, does that mean that the lead's going to cycle over now to Duncan? It is. All those other drivers coming down to pit again. So Duncan is going to be the leader. Coming down to the line, I would think. Danny Wells, I would assume, would be second. Then it would be Poteet and Jimmy Bly, and then Chris Dollerton. Green flag is out. But a lot of drivers are on pit road right now. Duncan, though, a huge gap between himself and Danny Wells, but that gap's actually starting to close up because Danny Wells got into the throttle a lot quicker than William Duncan did. Is everybody going to be okay through this corner? Please say yes. Looks like it. We're all good so far. There's Kyle Corbett in the 17. Third in the point stands. We know Gene Sanford has just come to pit road. And Tanner Sullivan has encountered problems, so it may be Corbett's opportunity to shine. As he's currently running in the 8th position. Oh, he just got hit from behind by Jake Rogers. Saves it, though. Dylan Poteet's off track along with Danny Wells. They're going to lose some valuable spots. Does that bring out a caution? It really shouldn't. And I think Jimmy Bly is the leader now. I think William Duncan just hit pit road. Please say we are not under the yellow. We are not. We are still green. And Jimmy Bly is indeed the leader. William Duncan coming down pit road this time, so these drivers may end up having to pit this next time around. Bly is the leader. Dollerton in second. Dylan Young now up in third. Battle on here for fourth. Cody Lamas has it. Jake Rogers wants it. Eric Burton in 6th, Zach Rogers in 7th. There's Trent Dunham in 8th, Kyle Matthews 9th, and Jamie DeFalu back here in 10th place. There's Dylan Poteet trying to rebound his way back up now after he got together with, I think it was DeFalu. Oh, no, it was with Danny Wells. Both of them fell back a bit. Careful going through this corner. This is where Dylan Poteet messed up last time. Looks like he saves it this time. And there's Kyle Thomas. Remember, he ended up coming down pit road when we went back to green. Well, he's right behind Danny Wells in 14th place. That would be a battle for position as Kyle Thomas is in 15th. 16th, Sanford. Smith in 17th. Isaac Canepa's a lap down now in 31st place, it looks like. And Charles Jackson's currently on pit road. William Duncan, I think Duncan just left pit road. And here's a battle for the lead. Chris Dollerton on the back bumper now of Jimmy Bly. I'm trying to see who else may be either out of the race or several laps down. They're saying that Alex DeMarco's a lap down. Charles Jackson is 2 laps down. Washer's 2 laps down. McLeod is 2 laps down. So too are Haruhi Tashimi, Matthew Daly, Sean Galligan, last week's winner, and Andreas Allen. Oh, battle for the lead here. Jimmy Bly messed up that corner. Here comes Chris Dollerton. Can he get to the inside and take the top position? Preferred line would go to Dollerton through these S-turns, and he will clear the 3. Move the 83 to the lead. Now, Chris Dollerton, I believe his last win in the Truck Series came at Lime Rock last year. So he knows how to get around road courses, obviously. And apparently, these drivers are not all on the same pit sequence either. But you're looking at the current leader, Chris Dollerton. Let's find Gene Sanford. Where's she at? Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's Zach Campbell we're looking at. We're supposed to look at Gene Sanford. There she is, 16th place right now. Now we got to find Kyle Corbett. Where is he running? He is in 12th. He's only 4 positions ahead. So right now the battle for the points lead is really null and void at the current moment. Oh, Eric Burton messed up that corner. And we got a battle for the lead up ahead, I think. Well, I thought we did. I thought I saw him double wide, but nope. Dylan Young, though, all over the back bumper of Jimmy Bly. He wants by for second, and Jake Rogers is right behind him there as well. He wants to take third. These 4 have all split themselves from 5th place Eric Burton on back. And I don't really know if it's going to come down between these drivers or not. But we are past the halfway point here in today's race. Chris Dollerton still leads, Bly in second, Dylan Young third. 4th place, Jake Rogers. And, oh, car on the wall. That was Kyle Matthews. The 62 of Kyle Matthews, who was running in 9th place, is in trouble, and I think that's going to be a yellow. It is indeed. Caution flag will wave. Oh, William Duncan is spun around. Looks like he's going to keep it together, though. Now let's jump back up to the front. Maybe a battle for the lead raging here. Oh, yeah, Jimmy Bly got by Chris Dollerton for the lead. So Dollerton must have messed up that corner there, and the 3 car will go back to position number 1. Dollerton crosses in 2nd, Dylan Young 3rd. 4th place will be Jake Rogers, and Eric Burton looks like he crossed the line in 5th. So the caution comes out, and it was for the Kyle Matthews machine. Let's jump back, take a look at a replay. What happened to the 62? Side by side with Jamie DeFelu, and this I believe was for the 8th position. And we've seen this all day long. Tanner Sullivan had trouble with this. Jackie Tang, Zach Campbell, and boy, Kyle Matthews actually almost saved it. He almost got his car back onto the racing surface, but the car was already out from underneath him, I think, and hard hit into the tire barrier for his machine. Kyle Matthews, our Talladega race winner, 17th in the standings, and he was en route to maybe a good finish today. His car was strong. Tough break for him. Let's find William Duncan as well. He had something happen to him. Here he comes into this corner. And is he going to maybe make some contact with somebody, or is he just loop it around as well? Oh, watch here, Canepa. Oh, yep, William Duncan just lost it. I thought maybe Canepa might have overdriven the corner, but no, Duncan just loops it around, and tough break there for William. Started this race in the 3rd position, and it's been a real uphill battle for him all season long. Looks like it's going to continue here today at New Zealand. Let's see if any pit stops are going to take place amongst the top drivers now. Here they come. There, it looks like we may end up having some pit stops here. Yep, here they come. Jimmy Bly coming down pit road. Dollerton in. Dylan Young is in as well. Let's jump to our 2nd camera here. Hopefully these drivers not going to have any trouble on pit road like they did last time. Eric Burton staying out. So is Cody Lamas, and so is Zach Rogers. Trent's coming in. Jake Rogers is in. There's Corbett. He's in. Now watch the top of your screen. Some drivers had difficulty coming into the entrance of pit road. Will they have difficulty here? Looks like these may just be the drivers that are pitting. Jimmy Bly, LaPlante, Dollerton, Dunham, Dylan Young, Jake Rogers, Kyle Corbett. And Jimmy Bly will come off pit road. And it looks like that was it of the drivers that pitted. Is there anybody else? No, I don't think so. Everybody else decided to stay out, so Eric Burton will be the leader on our next restart, which will be on lap 14 of 22. 2nd place now will be Cody Lamas. Zach Rogers 3rd, Jamie DeFelu 4th, 5th Dylan Pote, Danny Wells in 6th, 7th is Kyle Thomas. Points leader Gene Sanford up there in 8th, 9th is Prudence Littlejohn, and Charles Jackson is a lap down, so too is Isaac Canepa. So 10th place will be Joshua Michaels. Brad Smith currently in the 11th position. Nice run for him today. Deanna Shelton has worked her way now up to 12th. Levi McIntyre is in 13th. 14th is Sam McMillan with William Duncan a lap down. Bob Jones is in the 15th position. 16th, Luis Hernandez. Harrison Langford 17th. 18th is Jacob Lawler. 19th, Leah Walker. And 20th is Jake Cole. Then these drivers were the ones that pitted. 21st place, Jimmy Bly. 22nd, Chris Dollerton. Dylan Young at 23rd. 24th, Trent Dunham. 25th, Kyle Corbett. 26th, Jake Rogers. Austin LaPlante, 27th. And then the rest of the cars that are on track are Haruhi Tashimi, Andreas Allen, Chris Washer, Sean Galligan, and James McLeod. Pace truck peels off. We'll be back to green flag racing here on lap 14 of 22, giving us 9 laps to go here today. And the big question, it looks like it's going to be pit strategy. Some drivers came down and pitted. Are they good to go till the end? What about these leaders? When are they going to have to pit if necessary? Green flag going to come out here. Cody Lamas already looking to the inside on the 54. That was an interesting move. But here comes Zach Rogers now. He's going to dive to the inside. Oh, did they try going 3 wide? They did. The 54 got a little wiggle there after contact from Cody Lamas, who tried to go 3 wide. It did not work. Now the battle is on for 2nd place. Oh, Cody, don't overdrive it, Cody! Oh, he did! And Danny Wells going to get into him. Look out. Oh, Canepa gets a piece of it. And I don't think it's over. Andreas Allen has spun. Haruhi Tashimi spun. She gets hit by Chris Washer. Washer gets flipped by Galligan. It's on. Jump up here to the leader, Eric Burton. All by his lonesome. Zach Rogers overdrove that corner. He loses 2nd now. Jamie DeFelu now moves into the runner-up spot. Gene Sanford now going to move up to 3rd past Zach Rogers. as they're going to come down here to the caution flag. And do my eyes deceive me, or is that Prudence Littlejohn? That is Prudence Littlejohn. She's up to 5th place now. And Eric Burton leads us. Wait, is there no caution? There's got to be a caution. Oh, there is a caution. Okay. I was going to say. There's the pace truck. So Eric Burton leads us under the yellow. Let's see who else may have been involved in that. There's Allen. We know that he spun around. Chris Washer, who got flipped by Sean Galligan. He's still continuing on. There's Tashimi. We know she got spun. There's Galligan. We know he was involved. Canepa got a piece of it. And everybody else, though, appears to have gotten through it cleanly. Cody Lamas currently sits on pit road. Tough break for him. He was up inside the top 10. Let's take a look and see what happened to the 39. Well, when they were racing hard and almost going 3 wide for the lead there at the drop of the green flag, I almost thought something was going to happen here. And apparently Cody Lamas racing a little too hard through this corner. He's going to lose the machine, and it's going to head into the safer barrier. There you see Danny Wells. He overdrove the corner. He made a little contact. So too did Isaac Canepa. Where's the 00 of Andreas Allen? Oh, there's Allen. Oh, Allen just overdrove the corner there. Makes contact with Haruhi Tashimi, and around goes the 00 into the gravel pit there. And then up ahead here, oh, then they're just all piled up here. Kyle Corbett, Dylan Young, Austin LaPlante. Tashimi's going to get the rumble strips. That causes her car to spin around. And then it's going to hold up Chris Washer and Sean Galligan. Washer's car actually got really, really loose. He slides into the 5. The Galligan machine flips him up onto his lid, then back over onto all 4 wheels. Washer continues on, amazingly enough, but that's what happened. Just a few cars overdriving the corner, and then other cars bunching up, reacting to it. We're under the yellow again. Let's see if maybe some of the leaders like Eric Burton and Dylan Pote, Jamie DeFalo, are they going to come down pit road this time now? Well, Eric Burton did not come down pit road. He passed it by. DeFalu, Sanford, Rogers, Littlejohn, Pote, McMillan, Langford, Dollarton, Dunham. They're all not going to come to pit road this time. Actually, though, I did see the red flag out on pit road, so they may not have actually been allowed to come down and pit this time. I think that might actually be the case. And there are no lights out atop the pace truck, which means we'll be going around at least one more time. So what we'll do is we'll jump ahead and see if pit stops will happen this next time around, see if pit road may be open on the next lap. Alright, let's see if they're going to come down and pit this time. Well, lights are out atop the pace truck, though. So I guess they decided they weren't going to come down pit road at all. Eric Burton will be the leader. DeFalo in 2nd, Sanford 3rd, Rogers 4th, Littlejohn 5th. Rest of the top 10 are Dylan Poteet, Sam McMillan, Harrison Langford, Chris Dollarton, and Trent Dunham. Alright, so apparently these drivers think they can make it the rest of the way on fuel. And we will see if that's going to be the case. As here we go. Eric Burton ready to get us under the green flag. He was a 3-time winner last season, I think, if I remember correctly. He does not have a win this season yet, and he's looking pretty strong here today as they are 2 wide behind him for 3rd place. Zach Rogers side by side there with Gene Sanford. This is going to be a trouble spot. We got to watch out. Oh, Gene Sanford. She makes it through. No, she doesn't. She scrapes the wall, but she saves it. Oh, but McIntyre's around. Michaels is around, and they're all bunching up again. Brad Smith got spun. Jimmy Bly has locked up the brakes. He's looped it around in front of Dylan Young. One car has exploded up there. That looked like that could have possibly been, yeah, Sam McMillan and Chris Dollarton. They've got a lot of damage. Everybody's scattering here through the field. Right now, the lead, oh, there was a lead change. Jamie DeFalu got the lead from Eric Burton, and someone just hit pit road. I think that was Zach Rogers. But the caution flag is out, so maybe some pit strategy there coming down pit road here. Oh, there is no caution. They didn't throw a yellow. I thought for sure they would with all that cars bunched up there, but no, the yellow flag is not out. That's a green flag pit stop there for the 15 of Zach Rogers. So DeFalu leads, Eric Burton is 2nd, Littlejohn in 3rd, Dylan Pote 4th, and after all that chaos, Deanna Shelton's worked her way now up to 5th, Dunham in 6th, Langford is in 7th, 8th place now is Gene Sanford, then it's going to be Jacob Lawler and Levi McIntyre the top 10. I am shocked they did not throw a yellow. That of all things, seemed that it warranted a yellow flag, but apparently everybody was able to continue on. No cars were left disabled, and apparently NNSCRA decided they did not need to throw a caution flag. Right now, DeFelu enjoying the view as he leads the way by a huge margin over Eric Burton. Hits the stripe, 4 laps to go here. Oh, Dylan Young up ahead. What's wrong with the 84? Is he out of fuel? I think he may be out of fuel. Dylan Young trying to let everybody on by. Yeah, that car is not going. The 84 stretched it too far, and Dylan Young is out of fuel. Everybody going to be able to get around him. Fortunately, it looks like. Look at him weaving the car back and forth, trying to get every little bit of fuel he can to make it around, but he just passed pit road. He's going to have to probably teleport back to pit road. If I were Dylan Young, I'd get off the track. That's a tough break there for the 84. Oh, and the caution flag is out. They may have actually brought out the caution for the 84 on the racetrack. Either that or... Oh, wait a minute. No, Jake Rogers got a lot of damage. Joshua Michaels as well. They may have actually gotten into something. As we jump back here, there is your leader, Jamie DeFelu. 4 laps to go. 3 when we hit the stripe. Let's quickly jump back because we may end up having some pit stops here in the closing stages of this race. Actually, you know what? They're coming off the final corner here. Let's stick here and see if they're going to pit this lap. It doesn't look like the 78's plan to come to pit road. What about the 54? Nope. Poteet, Littlejohn, Shelton, they're all staying out. Nobody going to come down pit road this time. They're all going to stretch it, but we saw what happened to Dylan Young, who I believe is on the same pit strategy as all these leaders. This could be a problem for them if they try and stretch it, but we're under the yellow. Let's see what happened to Jake Rogers and Joshua Michaels to put us under the yellow flag here today at New Zealand. Just another classic case of what we've seen all day long, overdriving that corner. And Jake Rogers' car going to go around on him. Jake was up inside the top 5 battling for a while early on, and it looks like Joshua Michaels did the exact same thing, and he's going to hit straight on into the 91 car as well. So 2 Ford F-Series both hitting that area of the racetrack. And we almost looked like we were going to go clean and green to the end, but that incident going to put us under the yellow, and this could put a lot of question marks up for who's going to be the winner at the outcome of this race. We are going to have a green-white checker to finish off today's race, the New Zealand 200. This track's brought about some really good racing, actually, really good strategy as well. There's just that one corner the drivers seem to have trouble with, so we may return to this track later on in future seasons. Don't know for certain, though. Jamie DeFelu is the leader, though. Eric Burton second, Dylan Poteet third, Prince Littlejohn fourth, then it's Shelton in fifth, then Dunham, Langford, points leader Sanford, Lawler, and then Levi McIntyre. That is the top 10. Can these drivers make it on fuel? Or will they run out? We are going to find out in mere moments. Green flag, white flag, then checkered flag to finish off this race. If the caution comes out at any point during this green-white checker segment, race will be over at the line. Here we go. Green flag is out, 2 laps. Who's going to make it to the end? Who's going to have the gas to get to the end? Already double wide for second, Dylan Poteet trying to take it from Eric Burton. See if they can make it through this corner correctly. Oh, Eric Burton, is he going to make it? Eric's not going to make it. He's in the wall. Gene Sanford's off track. She's caught behind him. That's the points leader. Oh, no, McLeod is spun. Tashimi is spun. That should be a yellow. Where's the pace truck? Is he coming out? Lights are on. White flag is being displayed. Jamie DeFelu coming down here. White flag will be displayed this next time around. Jamie DeFelu's got Dylan Poteet right behind him, but, well, he opened up a lot of gap between himself and Poteet now. And DeFelu may be home free. He may be able to shut the car off for this final lap. Caution flag and white flag waving for the 78. Now he's going to have to come around behind the pace truck. And we also know that these drivers, under the caution flag, they use a lot more fuel than they do actually racing. So we'll have to see if these drivers still can make it. But DeFelu right now, he's in the catbird seat. He is the leader on the final lap under yellow. Poteet is in second, Shelton third, Lawler fourth, and Dunham is now in fifth place after the problem Eric Burton had. We're not going to jump back and look at a replay because this is too important. This is coming down to the checkered flag. We have to see if all these drivers are going to make it. Next time here, we're going to go to a left-hander, a hard left-hander, and then down to a right-hander, then down to the start-finish line. Can these drivers make it? DeFelu trying to pick up his first career Oreo Truck Series victory. Dylan Pote behind him trying to get back into winner's circle. Same for Deanna Shelton. Lawler trying to become a 3-time winner this season. Are anybody going to come to pit road? It's the leaders coming. They're coming down. Dylan Pote's coming down as well. But I don't see Shelton. Shelton is not coming down. She's going to try and stay out and win this thing on the final lap coming down to the stripe. Oh, wait a minute. We got to follow this here. Start-finish line is down at the exit of pit road. DeFelu pulls into his pit stall. Pote pulls into his pit stall. There is Shelton. Wait a minute. What's Shelton doing? She just stopped on the track. Why did she stop? And Pote got out ahead of Jamie DeFelu. Pote, I think, just won it. Wait a minute. He did. He just beat DeFelu off pit road. Shelton could have capitalized. She stopped for some reason. She could have picked up those spots and won the race. DeFelu's team did not get him out of pit road quick enough. And Dylan Pote somehow, someway, by some miracle, has won this race according to the scoring monitor. They're scoring DeFelu in second and Shelton in third. Wait a minute, we got to go back and look at a replay of what happened there, because that was just completely confusing. Hold on a second. Alright, we're watching this from the helicopter view to get a good look of what happened here. Dylan Pote and Jamie DeFelu both end up coming off pit road at the exact same time, even though DeFelu came in ahead of Pote. And look at DeFelu. I think he realizes he's got to get ahead of Pote coming off pit road, and he wasn't able to without exceeding the pit road speed. Pote does clearly beat him off pit road. And look on the left side of your screen. There's Jessica Shelton. They're going to come down here to the line. And there it is. Dylan Pote beats DeFelu off of pit road. DeFelu is just barely going to beat Shelton at the line, so he gets second. And Shelton, who ended up stopping when Pote and DeFelu came down pit road. I'm wondering if she maybe ran out of fuel and had to coast, because Jacob Lawler could not pass her. That's why everybody was backed up. I think maybe Shelton ran out of fuel coming down to the line, tried to get the car refired, and had to coast to the stripe and was not able to get there ahead of Pote and DeFelu, who both topped off the fuel tanks. But Dylan Pote, I don't think this was a way he was expecting to win this race, but he officially has won today's event. How about that? A race off pit road, second road course race in the Truck Series in a row where we've had a battle off pit road be the battle for the win. Andreas Allen, remember, did it 2 weeks ago at Infineon. My goodness. This was quite a good race. But what an incredible finish. Oh my goodness. Dylan Pote is going to pick up his first win of the season in the Truck Series. Jamie DeFelu, a pit stop is going to cost him a chance at winning. A second place run for the guy who comes in 13th in points, though. I think he'll be pretty happy with that. Deanna Shelton, what a great run for her. If she just had enough fuel to get to the end, I think she could have beaten Dylan Pote and Jamie DeFelu before they came off pit road, but I think her car stalled coming down to the start-finish line. She'll have to settle for third. Jacob Lawler going to get fourth. Trent Dunham, nice run for the defending champ, in fifth. Levi McIntyre was sixth. Harrison Langford in seventh. Prunes Littlejohn gets eighth. Ninth was Kyle Thomas, and completing the top 10, Luis Hernandez. Nice run for the 88 car. I think that might be his first top 10 of the season. I'm not sure. But my goodness, let's see where Jean Sanford officially finished. She finished in the 20th position. We know Tanner Sullivan did not finish really much better. Let's see. 11 points back was Kyle Corbett, and he finished in 12th. So I do not think that's going to be a points lead change. I think Jean Sanford, with the 20th place run after she got held up behind Eric Burton there under that last caution, I think she is still going to be the points leader heading into next week's race. But what an unbelievable finish to today's race. And that is your winner right there. Dylan Pote picks up the win here today in the New Zealand 200. This is actually a really good road course. I like this road course, and it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen in the Mobile and Snickers Cup Series races as well as apparently it's going to be yet another of those fuel strategy race weekends, according to what we just saw here in the finish of today's race. But congratulations to Dylan Poteet on his win. If you guys enjoyed this race, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Here comes your official finishing results. Overall point standings and rookie points heading to next week's race, which I believe is going to be coming from Sparta. So hope that you'll be tuning in for that. We still got a Mobile and Stickers Cup Series event to come here at this particular track to finish off this race weekend, and hope to see you there as you've been watching the production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.